Hi, I'm Mandy, one of the frugal travellers, in case you haven't seen our channel. Now we're travelling the world on a budget of around $25 each a day. One of the ways we do that is to travel with carry-on only. Now I've been promising our regular viewers for a while, like to show a packing video to show exactly what I carry. I'm a maximalist traveller. My husband leads a minimalist, so we'll show his stuff one day. But at the moment, oh my word, I tried so hard to make a nice pile, but it's quite tricky. I'm going to show you now exactly what I carry in my carry-on. Everything that I just showed you is going to go into my lovely Osprey 40 litre carry-on bag. Lee and I have been using these now for a couple of years. Incredible. They're so cool. Loads of space. Let's just see how I organise things and what I'm actually carrying. So I've just counted. It turns out I've got 7 tops. Okay, this is excluding everything I'm wearing. I've got 7 tops, 2 pairs of shorts, and a pair of leggings. And I've got a second pair of jeans in addition to the one I'm wearing now. Now, I've got bedclothes. I'm not too sure whether you wear pajamas or not, but you know, especially if you're staying in like a hostel or if you're couch surfing at someone else's place. I've got like black t-shirt and leggings. And I've got 2 black merino tops, being from New Zealand. We do love our merino wool, so yep, so it's nice and warm. And I've got my beloved orange cardigan, bought in Cascais, Portugal, for €1. €1. It's amazing what you can actually pick up on the road. That's a really important thing about this as well. Like, don't pack all your favourite stuff, because when you're travelling, you might find other things that you like, and you don't want to have to get rid of something you love. But anyway, I can't believe it. I counted earlier. I've got 10 pairs of socks and 7 pairs of underwear. So yeah, I'm going to be okay for a while. Now, how do we actually do our laundry? Those sorts of things we wash in the shower. I mean, whenever we have a shower every day, you just wash your socks and knickers. It's all quite good. Now I've got a pair of bathing costume, 3 hankies. I've always got a runny nose. I've got a second bra here. Now I do love my scarves. Like, you may have seen these before. This one was also bought in Portugal, and this is my lovely one that was featured in a lot in our Middle East videos. It was only £2 from a charity shop. Absolutely brilliant. And then I've got all these things here, a fleece, a fisherman's top, and a raincoat. You'll see more of them later and why I'm carrying such lovely things. Now, I've got a flannel, and something that Lee and I have both decided to do this year is travel with just a sarong instead of a towel. We've had microfiber towels and things like that. I actually left them in China in a hostel there. So anyway, so this time it's just a sarong, and we'll see how we go, because most places do provide a towel. If not, it's easy enough to dry yourself, like something like this. Now, apparently in the travel world, there's this big debate, packing cubes or not. I like packing cubes, but I use them as a rough guide. I've got 3. One of them, the smallest one, I actually sit it. This is the one that the socks go in, and I sit it inside a Tupperware container, a plastic container for salads and odds and ends. But I've also got some of these lovely veggie bags that we bought Carrefour and the Middle East. Absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to pack everything up and show you what this looks like when it goes into my bag. This is the start of our travels for this year, and so I've decided to do things slightly differently. I've got all these new ideas, and to just make things easier, I'm traveling with a laundry bag now, so it's really cool. Put everything into this, that way we can separate it straight away. And I'm not carrying a big day bag. I used to, but instead I've got this small little bag from Decathlon, tiny bag. I think it's €3.99, great value, and that will be my going out around for the day bag. And I've got things in it such as, always so important, cutlery, because you never know when you want to have an impromptu picnic somewhere. Or here's I've always got a teaspoon as well, teaspoon and a spare charger. And so unbelievably important, always carry spare toilet paper, because you never know, any country in the world you might not have any. So that's that. Now, instead of having a big day bag, I've got this here. My mum gave it to me, thank you, Ma. This is going to be for aeroplanes, part of the carry-on thing. And just a couple of other little bags. I'm such a bag lady, it's one of those things, I've accepted it. And here's a cotton bag, to carry things in. So that's me covered there. I don't know about you, but I always end up with currency, with coins. from countries that I know I'm going back to. So here are euros and pound coins. So to keep the weight down, I'm traveling very, very light when it comes to toiletries, just the usual like moisturizer, deodorant. Got this new idea with toothpaste. Like instead of carrying a big thing of toothpaste, we're just like carrying a small one. You know, one of those sorts of things. But two things that I've found invaluable lately have been Tiger Balm. If you've got any aching muscles from like walking long distances, Tiger Balm's brilliant. And betadine, if you've got any cuts or anything. That's what I tend to use for that. And also very handy is nail clippers, because of course carry on, you can't carry scissors. So we carry these instead. Now these are just some weird odds and ends. I have sore feet, so I've got yoga toes. They're absolutely brilliant to like out with my feet. I know you're not supposed to use them, but cotton buds, like I carry these. It's very, very light. It's in an empty peanut butter container from Portugal. So it's like it's a little souvenir of Portugal for me as well, but yeah, earbuds. Got masks, just in case. And I think now we get onto the tech. Before we get onto the tech, like I just have to say, I've been traveling the world for 30 years and I can't believe I still haven't managed to, I don't know, really reduce things. I carry things like, oh my word, I carry pegs. I carry elastic bands, hair ties. I don't have a lot of hair, but yeah, I've got a rolly ball for like sore feet. This was so useful when we went to France with Mara and Gaz years ago. Like one day I'll be like Lee. I'll be a minimalist too. So now we're onto tech. Like I do love tech. We don't have a lot of it, but some of it is very, very near and dear to my heart, such as power banks. These are like 10,000 mAh power banks. They're tough, like you drop them on the ground, they don't break. They're rev power, absolutely brilliant. They can charge like my phone or the GoPro or anything like that. Really cool. And because I shoot so much footage, I've got 2 external hard drives. These are silicon power, 5 terabytes each. They're not exactly that light because they're like armored, you know, the tough ones. Yeah, but absolutely brilliant. One of them's getting quite full. I've got to go through and empty it out a bit, but I have backups of everything. So this one is backup for every single file I've got and all the YouTube videos we've made. So it's like, oh my word, I'll figure out a way to like store things efficiently one day. I also have lights, not just one, no. Here I've got like a wind up head torch. This is so cool. Just like for those times when there is no power around, you don't want to have batteries. You wind up your head torch and then you have power. Absolutely brilliant. And the other head torch we have, this one is so useful. It's a bike light. It's an LED light, but it's USB charged, like so many of my things, and that ties in so well with my absolute pride and joy, solar panel. This is a 3-panel solar panel. First bought it when we went to Nepal in 2017, our first time back in 21 years. It can charge 2 devices. Don't know if you can see there. I think the red light will be on because there is some sun on it. And it's fantastic. So I use that to charge the power banks, the head torch, phone, GoPro, and also, nice segue into, this is what I use to purify our water. It's a SteriPen. Now it came with a tiny little solar panel of its own, which I didn't use a lot, but this very handy 500ml bottle. So this is my SteriPen. Now the reason I keep it in this is like a very good friend of ours, Danny, said like these are very, very fragile, so be so careful. His I think broke after 2 or 3 days because it's glass. Make sure it's charged. You put into 500ml of water. So it needs a nice wide neck, like this one here. You swirl it around, and that purifies the water. Let us know if you'd like to see it in action someday. It's so, so wonderful. Love my SteriPen. Lee uses something different. We'll show you that someday. Goes back in here, safe and sound. For the things that can't be charged with the solar panel, I've got this. This is absolutely wonderful. It's not that light, but it's got 3 international plugs and 6 USB things, and I just make sure I buy the adapter, and like so incredibly handy. It's been brilliant considering how much we've got to charge. Things like this. I don't know if you saw my dental video for Romania when I went to Bucharest to have like my teeth done and some crowns. But I have to use this. It's like a water pick. It's like flossing, but water that goes between. So I'm sure most travellers wouldn't carry something like this, but it's essential for the health of my teeth. So that's really cool. 2 mobiles, really old one and an old one. I'm buying a new one this week. I'm really excited about getting that, like the Samsung A54. So then I'll leave this one behind and I'll carry 2 just in case something goes wrong, or just have one for like podcasts or ebooks, things like that. Sort of like what I like to do. So one of the things about carry-on only is I don't have the luxury of loads of pairs of shoes, and I've actually got it down to just 1 pair. Now these are Salomons. They're absolutely brilliant. Hopefully they're going to last as long as the last pair, which were 3 years. These ones here, they're 6 months old, still going strong. Highly recommend Salomons. We're getting down to sort of like nitty-gritty things now. Yes, I do carry a water bottle. It's quite small, it's quite light, very handy. What else? So my new phone doesn't have like a headphone jack, so I've bought some Tozo ear plugs. I carry a massive bag of tissue paper. You never know. And yes, I also have one of these from Decathlon. If you've got sore muscles, very useful to like rub over your muscles, etc. Safety pins in case. The GoPro attachment bits and spare battery and SD card. I just keep in this little case that I bought for $1 in Australia years ago from a charity shop. Brilliant. Medication. I basically just carry like ibuprofen, aspirin and paracetamol in this little bag. Earplugs, just random things in this. I have another bowl, but this comes out, so if we want to make 2-minute noodles or something, we can make them in here, and with the other bowl I've got. I'm not too sure about you, but I do like to have, access to like hot drinks, hot water, so I'm carrying a keep cup with some tea bags, mint matcha. Also got like a little plastic glass, and Lee and I found 2 of these the other day. They're very handy, like just another plastic mug. And to boil the water, I have this. Bought it in Armenia. It's an element with a plug, so you plug it in and then you like sit it in your cup to boil your water, being very careful of course not to like burn the plastic. That's quite handy. And there's of course the usual loads of cords, and the cords all live in a bag like this. So yeah, I don't tie them up with bands. I know a lot of people do, but I'm not quite that organised. And last but not least, very important, a laptop. Now I've got Lee's old Acer. It actually has a broken screen and I'm going to upgrade soon, but I still can't decide what to get. So I've got a new phone coming. I'll get a new laptop soon. And I think chewing gum, a hat, because, to protect the skin, pens, plastic bags, masks, soap dish. I got this in Argentina in 2009, so I don't know, it's one of those like travel souvenirs. Now I think that's it. I'm going to pack as much of this as I can into my bag, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I do to get all of this onto the plane in carry-on. Can it be done? Well, yes it can. So in case you're wondering where you can buy any of these things or exactly what we are traveling with, they're all in the description for this video and our other videos. But we'll put, like in the pinned comment, we'll put some of the links to things that, that we know that you can buy now on Amazon, etc. And yeah, so go and check them out. So I've packed everything into my backpack, apart from these things here. Now you may be wondering what's going to happen with them. That's when these things come into their own. My fleece, fisherman's jacket and my raincoat. So here we have it. Everything is on me now. You see? So it's all in this. I get really hot, so I don't tend to wear my fleece and my raincoat anyway. They always tend to be around here. This is the bag that goes under the seat. My backpack is so extremely light. That's one of the great things about grey hair. They just assume you can't carry much anyway, so I can carry that with 2 fingers. It's maybe between like 7 and 8 kilos. And everything else, as you can see, is in my pockets, being worn. So let us know in the comments below if you're a minimalist or a maximalist traveler. Like, what do you take? Do you take like one of those roll-on suitcases, 20 kilos? Do you take carry-on only? Do you put things in pockets? Do you try to keep everything in the hold? It's just always so interesting to see like how people travel like in different ways and different styles. Also remember, click on the links if there's anything here that you've seen that you're interested in as well that will make your travel easier. This is stuff that we have refined over the past 6.5 years of full-time travel. Some things I definitely wouldn't be without. The solar panel, the Osprey bags, absolutely brilliant. I don't know, just loads of things. So until the next time, bye for now. Bye. Oh no, I was supposed to take this out in New Zealand. Oh dear, I only just discovered these things. Anyway, spare hanky, etc.